Chapter 701 Flying Pig looked at his scissor hoof and fell into deep thought. Huh? Didn't I just break through? Why are you all looking at me? Noticing that the eyes of the people around him fell on him, Yi Feng also asked in a puzzled manner. Master Yi, how can you say you have made a breakthrough? In just a short while, you have already made 2 breakthroughs. After hearing what Yi Feng said, Duan Feng also said with a wry smile. That's right. I still have 2 random breakthrough scrolls in my hand. It's a waste to keep it anyway, why don't you take one out for them to play with? Looking at the people who were hit, Yi Feng suddenly thought of something, and then a smile appeared on his lips. He looked at everyone and suggested, everyone, in fact, breaking through is an extremely simple thing. If you want to break through, I can help you break through at any time. At this point, Yi Feng paused, and then continued with a playful look, however, I can only help one person, otherwise, you 5 people and 1 pig play rock paper scissors. Whoever wins, I will help him break through. As for how many realms you can break through, it depends on your luck. Can help us break through at any time? Play? This is simply impossible. Hearing Yi Feng's words, everyone showed a look of disbelief, because at their level, even if they want to break through a small realm, it is extremely difficult. Let alone other things, just say that the cultivation resources that need to be consumed are extremely terrifying. However, no matter how much they didn't believe it in their hearts, they still pretended to be excited and agreed. After all, if they refused to participate in this little game because they didn't believe it, they would be slapping the face of the god of wealth. What's the situation? 5 people and 1 pig, it's already very disadvantageous to me. As a result, Yi Xiao chose such a little game. How can I play this? Looking at his scissor hoof, Flying Pig also fell into deep thought. On the other side, Flying Pig can only play scissors. Then everyone else will definitely play stone. It would be too boring if Flying Pig was eliminated all at once. How about I be a little bit wild and play cloth? At this time, Duan Feng, Zhao Jiao, Sun Ke, and 2 deacons looked at the Flying Pig not far away staring at his scissors and hooves and fell into deep thought. They all had the same idea in their hearts, and a playful smile appeared on their faces. Ready. Rock. Scissors. Paper. As Yi Feng's cloth fell, the 5 people and 1 pig in a circle also stretched out their hands and hooves. Stare. When Yi Feng saw that all 5 people had cloth, and only the Flying Pig had scissors, he stared at the spot with his eyes wide open. He never thought that the Flying Pig, who was just making up the numbers, was not eliminated in the first game, but won directly. If this kind of thing is told to others, let alone people, even dogs will shake their heads, and say that this is impossible. After Duan Feng, Zhao Jiao, and others looked at each other, they also saw a touch of confusion in each other's eyes. However, everyone soon laughed. After all, what does it matter if they win? Could Yi Feng really help them break through at will? Fuck. Are these people all pigs? How can they lose to me when I can only use scissors? On the other side, the Flying Piggy who saw this ending couldn't believe his eyes for a moment. He never thought that he would win. After recovering from his shock, the Flying Piggy became completely excited. They didn't believe what Yi Feng said, but he did. My current strength is the peak of the 9th level of the Divine Realm. If Master Yi really helps me improve my cultivation, I can directly impact the 1st level of the Divine Tribulation Realm. When the time comes, I will draw out the Heavenly Tribulation Cloud. I wonder if Master Yi will imprison the other party again. To be honest, I also want to step on the Heavenly Tribulation Cloud and go out to show off. Thinking of Huashan's handsome appearance stepping on the Heavenly Tribulation Cloud in the Palace Gate, Feitian Pig also revealed a touch of envy. Everyone. Since the game has been decided, please wait for a moment. I will help Feitian Pig break through first. As he said, Yifeng took out a random breakthrough scroll and stuck it on Fei Tianpig's forehead. Boom! As the power of the random breakthrough scroll poured into Fei Tianpig's body, a breath of breakthrough burst out from its body. The first level of the divine tribulation realm. It's a fucking breakthrough. After sensing the aura of breakthrough that erupted from Fei Tianpig's body, and feeling that Fei Tianpig's cultivation had broken through to the first level of the divine tribulation realm, everyone on the side exclaimed with their eyes wide open, their faces full of disbelief. Boom! 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 At the same time, thunder exploded in the sky, thunderclouds rolled, and a pressure from heaven and earth descended, directly suppressing everyone in place. It's over. Within the coverage of the heavenly tribulation cloud, we will also suffer from the heavenly tribulation. And the heavenly tribulation that Fei Tianpig needs to resist will also increase its power several times because of our existence. If nothing unexpected happens, all of us will die here. At this time, everyone's eyes were full of fear and despair. Come on. Little heavenly tribulation cloud, do you dare to touch me? Just when everyone was full of despair, Fei Tianpiglet shouted at the heavenly tribulation cloud in the sky with an arrogant look on his face. Isn't it good to die comfortably? Why do you want to provoke the incarnation of the will of the heavenly Tao? Are you happy only if it tortures us to death? After seeing this scene, the mentality of the people on the side collapsed directly. Not good. The heavenly tribulation cloud ran away again. Fei Tianpiglet, let's catch up quickly. After you survive the heavenly tribulation and completely break through to the first level of the divine tribulation realm, you may be able to continue to break through, so you must not let it run away. At this moment, when Yifeng found that the heavenly tribulation cloud was floating away quickly again, he jumped directly on the back of Fei Tianpiglet, and then shouted anxiously. The heavenly tribulation cloud ran away by itself? Yi Xiao rode Fei Tianpiglet and caught up with it? Seeing a man and a pig chasing the heavenly Dao Jieyun in the distance, the people who had escaped death were stunned. They even suspected that they had hallucinations because of fear and slapped themselves hard. What are you still standing there for? Hurry up and chase them. Sun Ke was the first to react. He shouted to the other 4 people, then soared into the sky and chased after them at the fastest speed. When the others heard Sun Ke's shout, they also reacted, and then all chased in the direction where Yifeng and Fei Tianzhuju left. Donma Palace, in front of the palace gate. Someone is actually going through the tribulation in the distance. I don't know if the other party can survive safely. Sensing the breath of the heavenly tribulation cloud appearing hundreds of miles away, Jiang Longshan also frowned and muttered to himself. Chapter 702 Yi Xiao's low profile is different from what we thought. A moment later. Something's wrong. How come the breath of the heavenly tribulation cloud is getting closer and closer to the palace gate? When Jiang Longshan discovered this situation, his face suddenly changed, and then he soared into the sky and flew directly in the direction of the heavenly tribulation cloud. He must figure out the situation immediately, otherwise, if the heavenly tribulation cloud continues to fly towards this side, the palace gate will be in danger. The other side. Heavenly tribulation cloud. Don't run away. I won't catch you today. Just release a heavenly tribulation thunder tribulation to show my appreciation and let my piggy break through smoothly. Yifeng shouted helplessly when he found that the heavenly tribulation cloud was getting faster and faster. Fuck. With just one word from Master Yi, the heavenly tribulation cloud actually stopped. When Duan Feng, Zhao Jiao, and others who caught up with him saw that the heavenly tribulation cloud actually stopped because of Yifeng's words, they all showed an expression of disbelief on their faces, and they even complained crazily in their hearts, "You are timid in front of Master Yi, but you use heavy thunder to attack us. Why are you so stupid?" The next scene directly refreshed the cognition of Duan Feng, Zhao Jiao, Sun Ke, and the 2 deacons. No. This thunder is too strong, a little weaker. It's still not good enough. The power of the thunder tribulation continues to weaken a little. As Yifeng's voice continued to sound, the power of the heavenly tribulation released by the heavenly tribulation cloud was also getting weaker and weaker. Today I really learned a lot. It turns out that after the heavenly tribulation cloud is drawn out, you can choose the power of the heavenly tribulation by yourself. If this is told to others, who would dare to believe it? Seeing this scene, Duanfeng also said with an expression of disbelief. I know that young master Yi spends money like a joke. I know that young master Yi breaks through like a joke. But I never thought that young master Yi helped Feitian Zhuzhu to pass the heavenly thunder tribulation, and it was like a joke. That's the heavenly tribulation cloud. After hearing Duanfeng's words, Zhao Jiao on the side also said his own thoughts. You too. At first, we just thought that young Master Ye's identity was extremely terrifying. Even the Donma Palace couldn't afford to provoke him. But now it seems that our vision is too small. Even the heavenly tribulation cloud dares not provoke young Master Yi. Let me ask, who in the God realm dares to provoke young Master Yi? After hearing what the two said, Sun Ku also said this terrifying fact with a serious face. Hey! Stop talking. We only need to remember one thing now, that is, to worship Yi Shao as our ancestor. At this time, Duanfeng also spoke again. Look. The heavenly tribulation cloud began to dissipate. Feitian Pig has successfully broken through to the first level of the divine tribulation realm. As a heavenly tribulation as thick as an arm gently fell on Feitian Pig began to enjoy the baptism of thunder tribulation. Soon, its cultivation was completely consolidated in the first level of the divine tribulation realm, and the heavenly tribulation cloud began to dissipate. However, the power of the random breakthrough scroll has not disappeared. When a breath of breakthrough burst out from Feitian Pig again, Duanfeng, Zhao Jiao, Sun Ke, and the two deacons were crying their hearts out. They really regretted it. If they were given a chance to start over, they would never use that damn cloth again. If they hadn't used the cloth before, then this crazy breakthrough opportunity would probably fall on them. 300 miles away. The heavenly tribulation cloud has dissipated? Jiang Longshan stopped immediately after noticing the sudden disappearance of the heavenly tribulation cloud's aura. He then frowned and muttered to himself, I don't want to know whether the Taoist who is undergoing the tribulation is dead or alive. I just want to know why the heavenly tribulation cloud moved. It appeared again? The heavenly tribulation cloud has appeared again, and its power has been raised to a higher level. Could it be that the fellow Taoist just now succeeded in overcoming the tribulation and then directly brought out the second heavenly tribulation cloud? At this moment, when Jiang Longshan discovered this situation, an expression of disbelief appeared on his face, because this matter was too strange, and even, this was something that could not happen. Even if the other party successfully broke through to the first level of the divine tribulation realm, he still needed to consolidate his cultivation and continue to improve his strength. Only by improving his own strength to the peak of the first level of the divine tribulation realm could he bring out the second heavenly tribulation cloud. A moment later. The third heavenly tribulation cloud. The fourth heavenly tribulation cloud. The fifth heavenly tribulation cloud. The ninth heavenly tribulation cloud. Stunned. When Jiang Longshan found that the other party had broken through to the ninth level of the divine tribulation realm in one go, he was completely stunned. Thinking back to the hardships, efforts, time and countless cultivation resources he had spent on breaking through from the first level of the divine tribulation realm to the ninth level of the divine tribulation realm, he suddenly had an urge to cry. No. I can't bear this kind of blow alone. I must go back and tell the two great elders. Thinking of this, Jiang Longshan burst out with all his strength and flew towards the direction of Danma Palace at the fastest speed. There was once a chance to defy the heavens in front of me, but I didn't cherish it. I regretted it when I lost it. This is the most painful thing in the God realm. If God can give me another chance, I only want to say 5 words: one punch beats a pig's trotter. Seeing Feitian Zhuzhu break through from the 9th peak of the God realm to the 9th peak of the God tribulation realm, Duan Feng also expressed his inner feelings at this time with tears in his eyes. 3 elders, 2 deacons. I like to keep a low profile. So, after you get to the palace gate, you must not tell anyone about my situation. I just want to play quietly in the palace gate for a few days. At this time, Yifeng looked at the 5 people and reminded them. Low profile? You like to keep a low profile? When you play small games with the cold marrow jade elixir, you are keeping a low profile? Leading us to kill through the bloody desert, you are keeping a low profile? In an hour, you break through, you are keeping a low profile? When you helped the flying pig to break through like crazy, and then rode the flying pig to chase the heavenly calamity cloud, you were being low-key? Hearing Yifeng's words, the 5 people couldn't believe their ears for a moment. Young Master Yi. Then when we return to the palace gate, the palace master asks about your situation. How should we answer? After recovering from his shock, Duan Feng looked at Yifeng and asked. How to answer? Go through the back door. Bribe you with the cold marrow jade elixir. Then emphasize that I am just an ordinary prodigal son. As for killing through the bloody desert and chasing the heavenly calamity cloud, don't talk about it. Hearing Duan Feng's question, Yifeng thought about it and gave an answer. Is this low-key? A commonplace prodigal son, can he bribe others with the cold marrow jade golden pill? Is your low-keyness different from what we think, or do you simply not know how precious the cold marrow jade golden pill is? Chapter 703, The Palace Master is Furious. Quickly use the pill-pulling technique. 1 hour later. In the main hall of the palace gate of the Danma Palace. Where are the people? Where are the recruited disciples? Who of you can give me a reasonable explanation? Seeing Duan Feng, Zhao Jiao, and others taking Yifeng back to the palace gate alone, Jiang Longshan also questioned loudly with a sullen face. Palace Master. All the people who participated in the assessment this time are too bad. Even if we relax the requirements, only Yifeng passed the assessment in the end. At this time, Duan Feng stepped forward, then looked at Jiang Longshan seriously and explained. All the people who participated in the assessment this time are too bad? Then, only this kid holding a pet pig passed the assessment? After hearing Duan Feng's explanation, Jiang Longshan's face gradually turned ugly. After all, let alone him, even a dog would not believe it. After taking a deep breath, Jiang Longshan suppressed his anger temporarily, then looked at Duan Feng and asked, Okay, then tell me, how did he pass the assessment, and what are his outstanding qualities? Deacon Zhang. Deacon Ma. First, you arrange a place for Yi Xiao. No, first arrange a place for Yifeng to stay, let him have a good rest, and then take him to Shanqiao Peak tomorrow. Hearing Jiang Longshan's question, Duan Feng first asked 2 deacons to take Yifeng away from the hall, and then looked at Jiang Longshan and said, Palace Master, he passed the assessment by bribing us. As for his outstanding qualities, does it count as a waste of money? Those who participated in the formal assessment, you didn't bring back any of them. As a result, you brought back a person who took the back door? And the other party's outstanding quality is a waste of money? Can this be called an outstanding quality? Hearing Duan Feng's words, Jiang Longshan finally couldn't suppress his anger, took out a sword from the magic ring and rushed towards the 3 people. Not good. The palace master is furious. Elder Duan Feng, quickly use the pill-pulling technique. Looking at Jiang Longshan rushing over, Zhao Jiao also looked at Duan Feng and shouted. Pull the pill. Look at my dragon tail swinging. As he spoke, Duan Feng ejected a steel needle, and behind the steel needle was a long steel wire tail, and on the steel wire, there were 200 broken cold marrow jade golden pills. From a distance, it looked like the trunk of a dragon, and the small steel claw at the end was like a dragon's tail. These are all cold marrow jade golden pills? 200 cold marrow jade golden pills were strung together by these three bastards? By the way, what they said before was not bullshit, but pills. And what the hell is it about cold marrow jade golden pills? Looking at the long string of pills in his hand, Jiang Longshan was so angry that his whole body began to tremble. If the previous anger was just to scare the three people, then the anger now really wanted to kill the three people. Tell me. What's going on? Jiang Longshan did not get angry again, but quickly calmed down. He knew that the three people knew about the cold marrow jade golden pill, but they still did it, so there must be a reason that he didn't know. Palace Master. Or you are the Palace Master. When encountering things, you are calmer than us. Hearing Jiang Longshan's question, Duan Feng flattered him and then explained. After a moment. What? In the game of arbitrage, you will get a complete cold marrow jade elixir if you win a round? Then, each of you three has 70 elixir pills now? After listening to Duan Feng's explanation, Jiang Longshan was completely dumbfounded. He never thought that the young man holding the pet pig just now had such terrifying financial resources. Even the extremely rare cold marrow jade elixir was just a garbage pill in the eyes of the other party. No wonder Elder Zhao Jiao and Elder Sun Ku accepted bribes. It turns out that the bribe they received was the cold marrow jade elixir. If it were me, I would make the same choice as them. After all, who can refuse the cold marrow jade elixir? After understanding it, Jiang Longshan looked at the three people with envy. You know, he only had 7 cold marrow jade elixir pills in his hand. No. I have to find a way to get some from them. But what reason should I find? Thinking of this, Jiang Longshan lowered his head and pondered. Palace Master. Young Master Yi likes to keep a low profile. So, during the time he is in the palace, just pretend you don't know anything. After all, he came to our palace to be a divine grass apprentice, just for fun, and he might leave after a few days. At this moment, Duan Feng suddenly thought of something, and then looked at Jiang Longshan and reminded him. Like to keep a low profile? Bribing you with the cold marrow jade elixir, is this called keeping a low profile? Hearing Duan Feng's words, the corners of Jiang Longshan's mouth twitched uncontrollably. 3 elders. Since Master Yi likes to keep a low profile, why did you tell them about the cold marrow jade golden pill? Can't you just make up a reason? After recovering from his shock, Jiang Longshan asked with a puzzled look on his face. Hearing this, Duan Feng, Zhao Jiao and Sun Ke looked at each other, all of them smiled bitterly, and thought in their hearts, we don't want to tell you, but this is the most low-key thing Master Yi has ever done. Forget it. I'll remember this. Since Master Yi wants to play, let him play as he pleases. Seeing that the three of them smiled bitterly and didn't say anything, Jiang Longshan stopped asking questions, and then waved his hand, indicating that the three of them could leave first. The other side. Shanqiao Peak. Young Master Yi. This is Shanqiao Peak, and here, there are a total of 20 divine plant fields, each of which is planted with a large number of divine grasses, divine flowers, divine trees, and other divine plants. Because Yi Feng wanted to come over and take a look first, Deacon Zhang and Deacon Ma brought Yi Feng directly here, and then explained some of the conditions of Shanqiao Peak. Not bad. Really good. Anyway, I am also going to become a divine grass apprentice, so just arrange a place for me to live in Shanqiao Peak. After hearing the explanation of Deacon Zhang, Yi Feng also said with expectation. You know, he can't wait to try the power of Taiching life liquid. After all, there was only one bucket. As a result, after completing the random task of killing through the bloody desert, the system rewarded 10 buckets. If you don't use it again, you can't use it up. Deacon Zhang, Deacon Ma. Are you back? At this time, a thin middle-aged man suddenly came from a distance, and then looked at Yi Feng with a frown and said, "This little weak chicken with only the 8th level of the true God realm, can't he want to worship in my Xianqiao Peak?" Chapter 704, just arrived at Xianqiao Peak, and he was so high-profile? Little weak chicken? How dare you call Yi Xiao a little weak chicken? Do you know that the little weak chicken you are talking about is a terrifying existence chasing the heavenly Tao tribulation cloud? Hearing Chu Kuan's words, Deacon Zhang and Deacon Ma were also startled, and then they hurriedly looked at Yi Feng. After finding that Yi Feng was not angry, the two of them were relieved. Young Master Yi. This is Elder Chu, and he is also the Peak Master of Xianqiao Peak. Then, Deacon Zhang hurriedly introduced Chu Kuan's identity. At the same time, when he said the two words Young Master Yi, he deliberately emphasized the tone, fearing that Chu Kuan would not hear it. Young Master Yi? Deacon Zhang actually called this new disciple Young Master Yi? Could it be that his identity is not simple? Hearing this, Chu Kuan's eyes also flashed with surprise. He was not a fool, so he naturally understood that Deacon Zhang was pointing at him. Elder Chu. This is Master Yi. From today on, he is a divine grass apprentice of your Xianqiao Peak. Then, Deacon Zhang also looked at Chu Kuan and introduced Yi Feng's identity. Master Yi. It is really an honor for Xianqiao Peak that you can join it. If you have any problems in the future, just come to me. After hearing what Deacon Zhang said, Chu Kuan also looked at Yi Feng with a smile on his face and said. Then, Chu Kuan looked at Deacon Zhang and asked, Deacon Zhang, this time, the three elders Duan Feng, Zhao Jiao, and Sun Ku went out together to recruit disciples. How many disciples did they recruit? This time, tens of thousands of people signed up to participate in the disciple recruitment conference. And in the end, there were more than 10,000 people who met the assessment standards. It was in this fierce competition that Master Yi relied on his own ability to directly break through the siege and became the only one who passed the assessment. Hearing Chu Kuan's inquiry, Deacon Zhang also explained seriously. What? The assessment standards for this year's disciple recruitment conference are so strict? In the end, only Master Yi passed the assessment? After hearing this, Chu Kuan also exclaimed in shock. Fuck. Deacon Zhang is a good person. If there is something wrong, I will make it up for you. Yi Feng, who was standing by, was also surprised when he heard this. He had never thought that he had come in through the back door, but after hearing what Deacon Zhang said, he suddenly became very cool. Elder Chu. It's getting late, let's arrange a place for young Master Yi to stay first. Let's not do anything special, just arrange a private house. At this time, Deacon Ma, who had been silent all the time, noticed that Yi Feng's face showed a trace of fatigue, and he looked at Chu Kuan and reminded him. No special? And then there is a private house? Looking at the entire disciple residential area of Xianqiao Peak, there is no private house, and you still say you don't want to do anything special? Chu Kuan was stunned at first when he heard Ma's suggestion, and then he laughed and said, Okay, I'll arrange it right away. Arrange it. Can young Master Yi live in the ordinary disciple residential area? Just give up your courtyard for young Master Yi to rest. At this moment, Jiang Longshan's voice suddenly rang out from Chu Kuan's mind. The palace master actually called this kid young Master Yi? Who is he? Hearing Jiang Longshan's telepathic voice, Chu Kuan's eyes also flashed with shock, and then he took Yi Feng and two deacons to his courtyard, and smiled bitterly in his heart. This is not a divine grass apprentice, this is a master. After a moment. Huh? This Elder Chu is smart. You even know to give your courtyard to young Master Yi. Seeing Chu Kuan bring them to his courtyard, Deacon Zhang and Deacon Ma nodded secretly. Elder Chu. This courtyard can't be yours. Looking at the quiet courtyard in front of him, Yi Feng suddenly thought of something, and then looked at Chu Kuan and asked. Young Master Yi. I hope you don't mind. After hearing Yi Feng's words, Chu Kuan also responded with a smile. After all, he couldn't afford to offend someone who could make the palace master call him young Master Yi, and all he could do was to serve him well. Elder Chu. Then I feel a little sorry. Or, I'll give you some compensation. After saying that, Yi Feng looked at the flying pig at his feet. No way. Are you going to take my food again? Seeing Yi Feng's signaling look, Fei Tianzhu reluctantly took out 5 cold marrow jade golden pills from the magic ring. Mr. Yi, you said that the compensation for me would not be these 5 cold marrow jade golden pills, right? Seeing the 5 cold marrow jade golden pills that Fei Tianzhu took out, Chu Kuan also looked at Yi Feng with an unbelievable look and asked. What? A little too little? Fei Tianzhu, take out 5 more. Seeing Chu Kuan's unbelievable expression, Yi Feng also laughed and said. What are you doing? You just came to Shanqiao Peak, and you are so high profile? Where is the Loki you promised? After seeing this scene, Deacon Zhang and Deacon Ma looked at each other, and shook their heads with a wry smile, and then thought to themselves, what Yi Xiao thinks is a low-key thing, in our eyes, it is already a high-profile thing that can't be higher. This is the difference in realm. Compared with Yi Xiao, we are frogs in the well. In the air. Fuck. You can get 10 cold marrow jade golden pills by leaving a nest? Do you have to be so prodigal? Seeing this scene, Jiang Longshan also showed a touch of shock. He was really shocked by Yi Feng's arrogance and prodigality. For tens of thousands of years, I have been showing off my 7 cold marrow jade golden pills in front of many elders. But now, they all have more cold marrow jade golden pills than me. If they show off to me, I will be so upset. How about, after they leave, I will quietly go to young Master Ye's residence, wash his feet and massage him, and earn some small pills. Thinking of this, Jiang Longshan flew away directly. He had to prepare the foot basin in advance. A moment later. Finally, I can have a good sleep. After Chu Kuan, Deacon Zhang and Deacon Ma left, Yi Feng also hung 2 glass yin-yang pots on the wall, one for the evening and one for washing tomorrow morning. Dong. 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 Just a few minutes after Yi Feng lay on the bed, there was a knock on the door. Huh? Who could it be? Could it be the 3 elders Duan Feng, Zhao Jiao, and Sun Ku? With doubt, Yi Feng walked towards the door. Chapter 705 Palace Master, you got the wrong one, that's a urinal. Huh? Palace Master, why are you here? What's up? Seeing Jiang Longshan standing outside with a wooden basin, Yi Feng also asked, with a puzzled look on his face. Young Master Yi. Nothing, I just came here for a stroll. I hope I didn't disturb your rest. Hearing Yi Feng's question, Jiang Longshan also explained with a smile on his face. Don't disturb me. Palace Master, please come in. Hearing Jiang Longshan's words, Yi Feng smiled and stepped aside. Palace Master. You can stroll around. But why do you want to stroll around with a wooden basin? After entering the house, Yi Feng looked at Jiang Longshan with curiosity and asked. Young Master Yi. I brought this wooden basin specially for you. After all, this is Elder Chu's residence. If you want to soak your feet, you definitely can't use Elder Chu's stinky foot basin, so I brought you a new one. Hearing Yi Feng's question, Jiang Longshan immediately explained. Coming here, just to give me a brand new foot basin? No. Things must not be that simple. Thinking of this, Yi Feng looked at Jiang Longshan and asked tentatively, "Palace Master, if you have anything to say, just tell me directly." "Young Master Yi. Since you asked, I won't hide it. I came here this time just to help you wash your feet and massage you, not for the cold marrow jade golden pill." Hearing Yi Feng's question, Jiang Longshan also gritted his teeth, and then told the real purpose of this visit. "Another person came to steal my rations? Are they crazy? Do they feel very fulfilled to steal rations from pigs?" The flying pig not far away went crazy when he heard this, and cursed in his heart, "The people in the Donma Palace don't study the way of alchemy, but spend all day studying how to snatch food from pigs." "Palace Master. So you came here for those broken pills? Then forget about washing my feet, just give me a massage. As for the hard work fee, how about 50 cold marrow jade golden pills?" After knowing Jiang Longshan's purpose, Yi Feng couldn't help laughing. He really didn't expect that the other party was going to wash his feet and massage him in order to get some cold marrow jade golden pills. Hearing that the labor fee was as high as 50 cold marrow jade golden pills, Jiang Longshan was completely excited, and then hurriedly said, "Young Master Yi, let me get you some water first, and then I will massage you while you soak your feet." "Palace Master. No need to go out to get water. I usually use the glass yin-yang liquid to soak my feet, you can just pour some out of the glass yin-yang pot over there." Seeing Jiang Longshan holding the wooden basin and preparing to go out to get water, Yi Feng also hurriedly reminded him. "Usually use the glass yin-yang liquid to soak your feet? And there is a glass yin-yang pot here?" Hearing Yi Feng's words, Jiang Longshan also showed a look of disbelief and looked in the direction Yi Feng pointed. "Fuck. It's really a glazed yin-yang pot, and there are 2 of them. But this is a treasure pot, just hanging on the wall, casually?" When Jiang Longshan saw the 2 glazed yin-yang pots hanging in the corner, he was dumbfounded. You know, there are only 7 glazed yin-yang pots known in the entire God realm. Too wasteful. Young Master Yi is really too wasteful. Even if you have a glazed yin-yang pot, if you want to transform ordinary water into glazed yin-yang liquid, you need to consume a lot of divine crystals. Doesn't he feel sorry at all? With doubts, Jiang Longshan also walked towards the 2 glazed yin-yang pots not far away. "Palace Master. You took the wrong one. The glass yin-yang pot in your hand is what I use at night, which means it is a urinal. The other glass yin-yang pot is the water purification pot I usually use to wash my face, feet and bathe." Seeing Jiang Longshan take the urinal directly from the wall, Yi Feng also hurriedly reminded him. "Urinal? You use the glass yin-yang pot as a urinal? This is a cornucopia. Can you respect it a little?" Hearing Yi Feng's reminder, Jiang Longshan couldn't believe his ears for a while. He never thought that someone would use the glass yin-yang pot as a urinal. "Young Master Yi. This is a glass yin-yang pot. You use it as a urinal, isn't it a bit too wasteful, too wasteful?" After recovering, Jiang Longshan also looked at Yi Feng and hurriedly reminded him. "Waste? Everyone in our palace has 2 of these broken things, one is used as a urinal, and the other is used as a water bottle for washing face and feet. Don't you have them?" Hearing Jiang Longshan's reminder, Yi Feng also pretended to be puzzled and asked back, and the last sentence was simply murderous. "What do you mean we don't have them? Is this something we should have? And even if we really have it, we won't use it as a urinal. Is this something a human can do?" After hearing Yi Feng's words, Jiang Longshan was going crazy. He felt that he and Yi Feng were living in 2 different worlds, and they really couldn't talk to each other. After a moment. "Palace Master. Your massage technique is really good. If you want the cold marrow jade golden pill in the future, you can come and give me a massage anytime at night." After soaking his feet, Yi Feng looked at Jiang Longshan and praised him. "Young Master Yi. As long as you need it, old Jiang will be there for you. Hearing what Yi Feng said, Jiang Longshan immediately responded, and then he thought excitedly, if the three elders Duan Feng, Zhao Jiao, and Sun could dare to act cool in front of me, I can slap them in the face. Young Master Yi, you should take a rest first. As for the foot washing water and the water in the urinal, I will help you pour it out. Seeing Yi Feng nod, Jiang Longshan's eyes flashed with joy, and then he took the foot basin and urinal and left the house. Although Master Yi has already soaked his feet. But it doesn't affect the effect of the glazed yin-yang liquid at all. If this big basin can be sold, it will definitely make a lot of money. After leaving the house, Jiang Longshan found a deserted place and put the glazed yin-yang liquid in the foot basin into small bottles. As for the slightly salty taste of the glazed yin-yang liquid, he didn't care anymore. Anyway, he wasn't going to drink it. 30 bottles. It's actually 30 bottles. I will sell these 30 bottles and then buy 30 new bottles. Isn't that perfect? Looking at the 30 bottles of Liuli yin-yang liquid in front of him, Jiang Longshan's face also showed a smug look, and then he picked up the urinal beside him and poured the hualala directly to the side. Fuck. This urinal is not filled with hualala, but Liuli yin-yang liquid? However, when Jiang Longshan found out that it was Liuli yin-yang liquid, he exclaimed in shock. Chapter 706 Elder Chu, I want the number 1 God planting field. Crazy. Young Master Yi is absolutely crazy. He actually transformed hualala into Liuli yin-yang liquid. Doesn't he know that this will waste a lot of God crystals? What is he trying to do by doing this? After being shocked, Jiang Longshan also muttered to himself with a puzzled look, because as far as he knew, the most cost-effective way to transform the same volume of liquid was ordinary water. What should I do? Should I also pack up the hualala? But secretly selling foot washing water is already too much. If I sell hualala secretly again, am I still a human being? Bang! Thinking of this, Jiang Longshan slapped himself directly, and then cursed inwardly. I hesitated when choosing between making money and being a human being. This is simply disrespectful to money. After saying that, Jiang Longshan took out a bunch of empty bottles again, and then put the hualala in the urinal into small bottles. 3 bottles? Only 3 bottles? Young Master Yi can't do it. Seeing that the urinal was only filled with 3 small bottles, Jiang Longshan also muttered to himself with a smirk on his face. Early the next morning. Elder Chu, tell me in detail about the situation of the 20 pieces of divine plant fields. After waking up in the morning, Yi Feng went directly to Chu Kuan and then asked about the situation of the 20 pieces of divine plant fields. Young Master Yi, the situation of the 20 pieces of divine plant fields in our Xianqiao Peak is like this. Divine plant fields number 1 to number 10 are planted with seedlings of divine plants such as divine grass, divine flowers, and divine trees. The seedlings in the number 1 divine plant field are the most common, and the higher they are, the rarer and more precious they are, while the seedlings in the number 10 divine plant field are the most precious and rare. Divine plant fields number 11 to number 20 are planted with divine plants such as divine grass, divine flowers, and divine trees that are about to mature or have matured, and the serial number also represents the grade of the divine plants planted in them. Hearing Yi Feng's inquiry, Chu Kuan immediately explained. Master Yi, although you are only a divine herb apprentice at the moment, but I feel that you have great potential as a divine herb master, so I plan to let you be in charge of the divine plant field number 20. The various rare divine plants in there are all the treasures of the palace, and I feel that Master Yi is very suitable to take care of them. Then, Chu Kuan looked at Yi Feng and expressed his thoughts. No. I have no interest in the divine planting field number 20. I want to take care of the divine planting field number 1. After hearing Chu Kuan's arrangement, Yi Feng directly refused and then expressed his own thoughts. Divine Planting Field Number 1? There are not only seedlings planted there, but also a bunch of garbage seedlings. What is there to take care of? After hearing Yifeng's thoughts, Chu Kuan also showed a puzzled look on his face. Young Master Yi, you may not know the situation of the Divine Planting Field Number 1. Although there are many seedlings there, they are all garbage seedlings. Even if they are all raised to death, the palace will not ask a question. Moreover, taking care of those garbage seedlings is of no help to a divine plant master. Therefore, no one is willing to guard the Divine Planting Field Number 1. Basically, they let those garbage seedlings fend for themselves. At this time, Chu Kuan also looked at Yifeng seriously and persuaded him. A lot of garbage seedlings? No one is willing to go yet? Hearing this, Yifeng became even more excited, and then hurriedly said, Elder Chu, don't say anything, this number 1 divine plant field will be under my care from now on. Something's wrong. Last night, I went to see the 3 elders, Duan Feng, Zhao Jiao, and Sun Ku. From their mouths, I learned that Master Yi is not an ordinary prodigal, but an extremely crazy prodigal. Since he is a prodigal, he must choose the number 10 and number 20 divine plant fields first. After all, the divine plants planted there are the rarest and the most suitable for prodigals. But why did Master Yi set his sights on the number 1 divine plant field that no one wants? Chu Kuan's face also showed a hint of doubt after hearing this. What Chu Kuan didn't know was that what Yifeng was going to prodigal this time was not the rare divine plants in their Danma palace, but the Taiching life liquid he brought with him. A moment later. Master Yi. This is the number 1 divine plant field. Chu Kuan said with a smile when he brought Yifeng to a hilltop. You call this hilltop a divine plant field? This should be called Divine Plant Mountain. After hearing Chu Kuan's words and looking at the mountain that was 70 to 80 meters high in front of him, Yifeng's face also showed a touch of surprise. He thought that the field the other party was talking about was the field in his memory. Too little. The Taiching life liquid rewarded by the system is still too little. Even if there are 11 barrels, it is not enough to water the countless seedlings of divine plants on this mountain. Thinking of this, Yifeng directly said to the system, System, consume the waste point to open the can, and get me another 100 barrels of Taiching life liquid. Let the system open first. I'll take a look at the waste product refreshed today. As he said, Yifeng checked the waste product refreshed today. Today's prodigal product, cold marrow jade gold dew, million years old, *, a small pot of cold marrow jade gold dew. The special power contained in it can allow any creature to break through its own limits. Every time it breaks through the limit, it is equivalent to a mutation, and the potential will be greatly improved. The more power absorbed, the more times it breaks through the limit, and the more terrifying the potential will become. Cold marrow jade gold dew? Is it also used to break through its own limits? Could it be that the cold marrow jade gold pill is made from this thing? After checking the information of the prodigal product refreshed today, Yifeng also showed a touch of surprise. Elder Chu. Do you know cold marrow jade gold dew? With doubts, Yifeng looked at Chu Kuan on the side and asked. You have so many cold marrow jade gold pills, but you don't know what cold marrow jade gold dew is? Hearing Yifeng's words, Chu Kuan was stunned at first, and then hurriedly said, Young Master Yi, the main material needed to refine the cold marrow jade gold pill is the cold marrow jade gold dew, and the medicinal effects of the refined cold marrow jade gold pill will also be different according to the age of the cold marrow jade gold dew. In short, the older the cold marrow jade gold dew is, the stronger the medicinal effect of the refined cold marrow jade gold pill will be. Hearing this, Yifeng suddenly thought of something, and then hurriedly asked, Elder Chu, if the cold marrow jade gold dew is melted in water and then poured on the divine plant, can the divine plant change? Chapter 707, Can the 10,000-year-old cold marrow jade gold dew be shown off? Young Master Yi. Someone has tried this before. And this water that has absorbed the cold marrow jade gold dew can not only help Shintoists and divine beasts break through their own limits, but also help divine plants break through their own limits. However, there is a disadvantage to doing this, which is that it will lose part of the power of the cold marrow jade gold dew, which is a bit of a loss, so it is best to use it to refine pills. Although he didn't understand why Yifeng asked this question, Chu Kuan still told him everything he knew. No. Young Master Yi wouldn't ask such a question for no reason. Does that mean he has the cold marrow jade gold dew in his hand? Then the purpose of his choosing the number 1 god planting field is to melt the precious cold marrow jade gold dew into the water and then irrigate these garbage seedlings. Thinking of this possibility, Chu Kuan was also shocked all over, and then looked at Yifeng and thought to himself, if young Master Yi is really going to do this, then it's really too crazy. What Chu Kuan didn't know was that Yifeng didn't want to melt the cold marrow jade gold dew into the water, but into the Tai Ching life liquid. Moreover, his cold marrow jade gold dew was not the normal 10,000-year-old, but the million-year-old that had never appeared before. No. If my guess is true, then wouldn't I have to watch young Master Yi squander his money like crazy? Can my little heart withstand it? Suddenly thinking of this situation, Chu Kuan also looked at Yifeng, and he was ready to find an excuse to slip away immediately. On the other side. So that's it. It seems that this cold marrow jade gold dew and Tai Ching life liquid are simply a perfect match. However, there is only a small pot of cold marrow jade gold dew that was refreshed today, and I don't know if it is enough. Also, this number 1 god planting field is too big, and I can't water it myself. Otherwise, hire a helper? Thinking of this, Yifeng looked at Chu Kuan and happened to meet Chu Kuan's eyes. Young Master Yi. Since you have made a decision, then this number 1 god planting field is handed over to you. If there is nothing else, I will leave first. Seeing Yifeng also looking at him, Chu Kuan was inexplicably panicked, and then hurriedly spoke out. Elder Chu. Anyway, you are idle. Or, help me water the seedlings in the number 1 god planting field? Seeing that Chu Kuan, a laborer, wanted to run away, Yifeng also hurriedly expressed his thoughts. Let me help you water it? I'm watching you squandering money, and my little heart can't stand it. You're actually planning to let me do it myself? You're planning to kill me. Chu Kuan was also shocked when he heard Yifeng's words. At the same time, he was also sure of one thing, that is, his previous guess was correct. Mr. Yi. I'm afraid I can't help you with this. After all, I'm in charge of the entire Shinchao Peak, and there are many things that I need to deal with personally every day, so I'm really sorry. At this time, Chu Kuan also rejected Yifeng very decisively. 50 cold marrow jade golden pills. Hearing Chu Kuan's refusal, Yifeng said this calmly. After hearing this, Chu Kuan's face instantly revealed an extremely tangled look. The reward was really too attractive, but thinking that he would personally participate in this crazy wasteful behavior, he still hesitated. Half an hour. This is only half an hour's reward. If you work for 1 hour, I will give you 100 pills, and if you work for 2 hours, I will give you 200 pills. Looking at the hesitant Chu Kuan on the opposite side, Yifeng continued to speak with a smile. Young Master Yi. Should I say it or not, you really have me in your hands. Hearing Yifeng's words, Chu Kuan also revealed a bitter smile. Although he could refuse 50 pills, he could not refuse hundreds of pills. He could only say that the other party gave too much. A moment later. What? A small pot? Young Master Yi, you actually have a small pot of cold marrow jade gold dew in your hand? When Chu Kuan learned that Yifeng actually had a small pot of cold marrow jade gold dew in his hand, his expression changed greatly, and he exclaimed. You know, the cold marrow jade gold dew that appeared in the auction house in the past was all drops. But when it came to Yifeng, he just talked about the pot. Young Master Yi. Just this small pot of cold marrow jade gold dew that is 10,000 years old. If you take it out and sell it drop by drop, do you know how many top-grade divine crystals you can get? That is definitely an unimaginable number. So, do you really want to melt this small pot of cold marrow jade gold dew in water and then water it on those garbage seedlings? After being shocked, Chu Kuan looked at Yi Feng and tried to persuade him for the last time. 10,000 years old? Who told you that this small pot of cold marrow jade gold dew is 10,000 years old? I am a spendthrift god. I can't afford the 10,000-year-old cold marrow jade gold dew. Yi Feng curled his lips when he heard this, and then explained. Not 10,000 years old? Could it be 100,000 years old? There are only 3 drops of cold marrow jade gold dew of that age in the god realm, and no one even knows the final transaction price. And now, young Master Yi is actually going to spend a small pot of 100,000-year-old cold marrow jade gold dew? Hearing Yi Feng's words, Chu Kuan's mentality collapsed immediately. After all, he couldn't bear to touch the 10,000-year-old one, let alone the 100,000-year-old one. Elder Chu. A small pot of cold marrow jade gold dew of 1,000,000 years is really nothing. Just play it casually. Don't have any psychological burden. If it doesn't work, just treat this small pot of cold marrow jade gold dew as ordinary water. Seeing the shocked Chu Kuan, Yi Feng also comforted him. What? 1,000,000 years. Young Master Yi, you said that this small pot of cold marrow jade gold dew is 1,000,000 years old? Chu Kuan exclaimed directly after hearing Yi Feng's words, his face full of disbelief. Because, in the god realm, there has never been a drop of cold marrow jade gold dew that is 1,000,000 years old. It can be said that the cold marrow jade gold dew of this year is absolutely legendary. Young Master Yi. I really can't do this job. Don't say give me a few hundred cold marrow jade gold pills, even if you give me 10,000 cold marrow jade gold pills, I really can't do it. If I really squander this small pot of cold marrow jade gold dew that is 1,000,000 years old, then every time I think of it in the future, I will feel extremely distressed, and it is very likely that I will even develop a demon in my heart. After recovering from his shock, Chu Kuan simply quit. Chapter 708 Palace Master, sell these 3 bottles of Liuli Yin Yang liquid to Chu Kuan. Hey! I was thinking of giving you 10 drops at the end. Since you don't want to do it, forget it. I'll ask Elders Duan Feng, Zhao Jiao, and Sun Ku and the Palace Master to see if they are interested. Hearing Chu Kuan's words, Yi Feng also pretended to be regretful. Young Master Yi. I was just kidding. It's my blessing to help you with something that I, Chu Kuan, have cultivated for 10 lifetimes. So, you must keep this job for me. At this time, Chu Kuan flew and pounced directly at Yi Feng's feet, then hugged Yi Feng's thigh and begged bitterly, and at the same time, he thought in his heart, although I have a powerful cultivation of the 7th level of the divine tribulation realm, facing a spendthrift like Yi Xiao, I am really controlled by him. After a moment. What? What are these? Aren't you going to melt the cold marrow jade gold dew into the water? Why do you have to take out so much Tai Ching life liquid? Although this thing is not as good as the cold marrow jade gold dew, it is also an extremely rare and expensive good thing. Seeing the more than 100 large wooden barrels with a height of 5 meters and a diameter of 2 meters that Yi Feng took out, especially noticing that they were filled with Tai Ching life liquid, an extremely crazy guess emerged from Chu Kuan's mind. Elder Chu. First, melt the cold marrow jade gold dew into the Tai Ching life liquid, and then you can water the countless seedlings of the god plant in the number 1 god plant field. At this time, Yi Feng directly said the crazy guess that Chu Kuan had just made. Hiss. Although he had already guessed it, Chu Kuan couldn't help but take a breath of cold air after really hearing it. It is no exaggeration to say that whether it is a small pot of cold marrow jade gold dew that is 1,000,000 years old or the Tai Ching life liquid in more than 100 large wooden barrels, the value contained can buy the Donma Palace several times. But such an expensive treasure is about to be wasted on countless garbage seedlings. This really completely refreshed Chu Kuan's understanding of squandering. It's terrible. No wonder Duan Feng, Zhao Jiao, and Sun Ke said that Master Yi was a crazy prodigal. But who can blame him for having that strength? After recovering from his shock, Chu Kuan shook his head helplessly. He knew that although he was powerful and one of the 10 elders of Donma Palace, he was from 2 different worlds, compared to Yi Feng. Even if Yi Feng threw away some garbage, it would be a treasure that he needed to fight for. Wait a minute. It's better to suffer together than to suffer alone. How can I enjoy this kind of torture alone? Thinking of this, Chu Kuan looked at Yi Feng and asked tentatively, Master Yi, you see that this god plant field is quite large, shouldn't we find a few more free helpers? I think Duan Feng, Zhao Jiao, and Sun Ke are suitable. You keep the cold marrow jade golden pill and take the cold marrow jade golden dew. Then, when you get to someone else's place, you let them work for free? Does the palace master know that you are so good at cheating people? Hearing Chu Kuan's proposal, Yi Feng also showed a hint of surprise. Elder Chu. You should know very well how brutal the wasteful resources I took out this time. If we ask them to come and help, but don't give them some hard work fees, isn't it a bit too cruel for them? After recovering from his shock, Yi Feng looked at Chu Kuan and expressed his thoughts. Young Master Yi. The tempering of the state of mind is very important for a Shintoist. And this free labor is an extremely rare opportunity for them to temper their state of mind. It is their blessing that they can get this opportunity. If they dare to mention the hard work fee, it would be too shameless. After hearing Yi Feng's words, Chu Kuan immediately expressed his thoughts. In your case, if the hard work fee is not in place, you will just quit. In others, if you mention the hard work fee, it is shameless? You are such a dog, does the palace master know? Hearing Chu Kuan's set of perverse theories, Yi Feng was shocked again. He really didn't expect that Chu Kuan could be so dog-like. Elder Chu. Hearing what you said, I feel that what you said makes sense. Then the matter of inviting the 3 elders to come and help for free will be left to you, Elder Chu? After recovering from his shock, Yi Feng also looked at Chu Kuan with a smirk and said his decision. Stare. Hearing Yi Feng's words, Chu Kuan's eyes lit up, and then he said excitedly, Young Master Yi, wait a moment, I will go and invite the 3 elders over. After that, Chu Kuan soared into the sky and flew towards the nearest Dongshu peak at the fastest speed. Elder Chu is really dedicated to my little thing. When they are done, I must reward him with 10 more drops of cold marrow jade gold dew in front of everyone. Looking at Chu Kuan, who was leaving, Yi Feng also showed a smile. Dongshu Peak, Dongshu Hall. 3 elders. You should know very well how much a bottle of Liuli Yinyang liquid is worth. If it weren't for you bringing Yi Xiao, the god of wealth, back to the palace, I wouldn't have sold these 3 bottles of Liuli Yinyang liquid to you at such a low price. And, don't say I didn't remind you, if you don't buy it today, you won't have a chance in the future. At this time, Jiang Longshan also looked at Duan Feng, Zhao Jiao, and Sun Ke opposite and reminded them. Palace Master. We have known each other for a long time. What kind of person are you? How can we 3 not know? Although we have just confirmed that these 3 bottles of Liuli Yinyang liquid are indeed real, to be honest, we always feel that there is a fraud. After hearing Jiang Longshan's words, Duan Feng said his thoughts seriously. Is it a trick? What a bullshit trick. It's just a little bit of noise. Hearing Duan Feng's words, Jiang Longshan's eyes flashed with disdain, and then he thought to himself, these 3 old foxes are really hard to fool. Why is Chu Kuan here? At this moment, Duan Feng suddenly sensed Chu Kuan's breath, then his eyes turned, and he looked directly at Jiang Longshan and suggested, Palace Master, we will definitely not buy these 3 bottles of Liu Li Yin Yang liquid, but if you really want to sell, the 3 of us can play a trick with you, and then cooperate with you to sell these 3 bottles of Liu Li Yin Yang liquid to Chu Kuan. Hearing Duan Feng's proposal, Jiang Longshan, Zhao Jiao, and Sun Ku were stunned at first, and then a smirk appeared on their faces. If Yi Feng saw this scene, he would probably understand why Chu Kuan was so mean. Chapter 709 Enjoy this time's feast of squandering money. What's going on? Why did those 3 guys fight here? When Chu Kuan arrived at the Dongshu Palace, he saw Duan Feng, Zhao Jiao, and Sun Ke fighting each other. He looked at Jiang Longshan with a puzzled look and asked, "Palace Master, why are the 3 of them fighting?" "Hey! It's all because of the 3 bottles of Liu Li Yin Yang liquid. I saw that they brought Yi Shao, the god of wealth, back to the palace gate, so I wanted to reward them, and then decided to sell them the 3 bottles of Liu Li Yin Yang liquid at half the market price. As a result, they all wanted to buy them all, and then they fought." Hearing Chu Kuan's question, Jiang Longshan immediately explained, and when he said the 5 words Liu Li Yin Yang liquid, he deliberately emphasized his tone. "What? Just for 3 bottles of Liu Li Yin Yang liquid, they fought? Is it necessary to fight for that broken thing?" Thinking that he could get hundreds of cold marrow jade elixirs and 10 drops of inestimable million-year-old cold marrow jade dew from Yi Feng today, Chu Kuan no longer took these 3 bottles of Liu Li Yin Yang liquid seriously. Broken stuff? You call Liu Li Yin Yang liquid a broken stuff? Are you arrogant, or is this world crazy? When did Liu Li Yin Yang liquid become a broken stuff? Hearing Chu Kuan's words, Jiang Longshan was stunned, and the 3 people who were wrestling on the ground also stopped, with a look of confusion on their faces. Chu Kuan's reaction was really different from what they thought. You know, Chu Kuan is a person who likes to take advantage of small gains. Under normal circumstances, he should take advantage of their fight and directly intercept and buy all 3 bottles of Liu Li Yin Yang liquid. What they didn't know was that Chu Kuan had just experienced a spiritual baptism from Yi Feng, and with the hard work fee he was about to receive, his vision was now very high. Not to mention selling the Liu Li Yin Yang liquid at a low price, even if a few people took the Liu Li Yin Yang liquid to soak their feet, he wouldn't have any big reaction. Elder Chu Kuan. Ignore the 3 of them first, what are you doing here? Seeing that Chu Kuan didn't even enter the pit, Jiang Longshan's eyes flashed with disappointment, and then he asked. Palace Master. Young Master Yi has a job and needs some free helpers. So, I thought I'd come over to ask if you're interested in this matter. If not, I'll just call for help from Shanqiao Peak. Hearing Jiang Longshan's question, Chu Kuan also smiled and explained his purpose. Swish. 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 As 4 figures flashed past Chu Kuan's body, he was the only one left in the hall. Go. Enjoy the feast brought by young Master Yi this time. If this feast doesn't make you doubt your life, I, Chu Kuan, will eat it upside down. Looking at the 4 people leaving, Chu Kuan's face also showed a hint of playfulness, and then he left the hall and immediately chased after the 4 people. They're finally here. Seeing the figures of Duan Feng, Zhao Jiao, and others appear in the distance, Yi Feng also showed a hint of excitement. Young Master Yi. We are here. If there is anything you need us to do, just tell us. When the 4 people came to Yi Feng, Jiang Longshan stepped forward and spoke first. It's nothing serious. It's just that I am in charge of the #1 god planting field, so I want to water it. Hearing Jiang Longshan's words, Yi Feng also laughed and said. Just this little thing? Can't you just take a magical tool that can hold water and water it? Hearing Yi Feng's words, the 4 of them showed a hint of doubt. In their opinion, such a small matter did not require so many people. Bang! 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 At this time, Yifeng began to take out large wooden barrels filled with Taiching life liquid from the system space one by one. Everyone. Here are 111 barrels of Taiching life liquid. You just need to melt this small pot of Hansui Yujin Lu in my hand into it, and you can start watering. When Yifeng took out everything, he looked at the four stunned people opposite and explained aloud. Taiching life liquid? All these barrels are filled with Taiching life liquid? Then, the extremely expensive and rare Hansui Yujin Lu must be melted into these Taiching life liquid? Finally, water those garbage seedlings? Is this really something that people can do? When the four people understood what they were going to do next, they looked at Yifeng with disbelief in their eyes. They really didn't expect that Yifeng could do such a crazy and wasteful thing. 3 elders. I finally understand. That bastard Chu Kuan is just trying to trick us. Such a mad and wicked waste of money, let alone personally participating in it. Even if I just watch it from the side, my little heart can't bear it. But that bastard actually tricked all 4 of us. It should be said that he is really a dog. After recovering from his shock, Jiang Longshan used his spiritual sense to madly complain about Duan Feng, Zhao Jiao, and Sun Ku. Palace Master. That's not important. The important thing is that there is no hard work fee, we are here to help for free. That's even more uncomfortable. If young Master Yi can give a few drops of cold marrow jade gold dew as hard work fee, then I will have something to rely on, at least I can accept it a little bit. Hearing Jiang Longshan's complaints, Duan Feng also said his thoughts at the moment with a wry smile. Eh? You haven't melted the small pot of cold marrow jade gold dew that is 1 million years old into all the Taiching life liquid? Just then, when Chu Kuan came back, he saw that the small pot of cold marrow jade gold dew had not moved, and he looked at the 4 people with a puzzled look and asked. Cold marrow jade gold dew that is 1 million years old? And it's still a small pot? Hearing Chu Kuan's words, the faces of Jiang Longshan, Duan Feng and the other 4 suddenly changed, and then they all walked towards Chu Kuan. You, what are you going to do? Seeing that the 4 people were walking towards him with anger, Chu Kuan panicked. Young Master Yi. The 4 of us have some private matters and want to talk to Elder Chu Kuan. It won't take too much time. After Jiang Longshan looked at Yifeng and explained, the 4 people held Chu Kuan's legs and arms and walked away. Ah. Fuck, don't hit me in the face. Oh my god, who the hell touched my brother? I was wrong, stop it. Soon, Chu Kuan's screams came from a distance. Chapter 7:10, How about we beat him up again? Too miserable. Elder Chu is really miserable. Now it seems that we should not trick Elder Chu later, otherwise, he might get beaten up again. Hearing Chu Kuan's screams, Yifeng also gave up the idea of tricking people before, mainly because he didn't expect that everyone would beat him up in advance. When the 5 people came back from a distance, Chu Kuan, the pig-faced man, picked up the small pot of cold marrow jade gold dew and poured the cold marrow jade gold dew into the large wooden barrels. Damn. Chu Kuan, this bastard, is really ruthless. That little pot is filled with the cold marrow jade gold dew that has never appeared before, which is 1 million years old. If you can absorb a drop of power, you might be able to take off directly. Seeing Chu Kuan pouring the cold marrow jade gold dew from the small pot into the large wooden barrels, Jiang Longshan, Duan Feng, Zhao Jiao and others were so distressed that they almost cried. They would rather not know that there are still million-year-old cold marrow jade gold dew in the world, and they don't want to watch these legendary cold marrow jade gold dew being squandered like this. 2 hours later. Ding. Congratulations to the host for completing today's waste product, and reward 500,000 waste points. When the 5 people simply watered the entire number 1 god plant field with 111 barrels of Taiching life liquid, the system's reward prompt sounded from Yifeng's mind. Boom. Then, a breath of breakthrough burst out from Yifeng's body. Breakthrough? You didn't do anything, just lay on the rocking chair to supervise us working, and then you broke through? Feeling the breath of breakthrough bursting out of Yi Feng's body, Chu Kuan and Jiang Longshan also looked at Yi Feng with wide eyes, their eyes full of shock. However, the three elders Duan Feng, Zhao Jiao, and Sun Ku, who were standing by, saw Chu Kuan and Jiang Longshan's shocked expressions, but curled their lips in disdain, thinking in their hearts, young Master Yi just made a breakthrough without any surprise, what's the big deal? After all, they were really not surprised by the two incredible situations in the bloody desert where Yi Feng broke through two small realms in succession within an hour, and then helped Fei Tian Zhu break through crazily. Break through again. It seems that he will soon be able to break through to the first level of the heavenly god realm. Aware that his cultivation level has skyrocketed again, Yi Feng's mouth also showed a smile. Palace Master. For elders. I've played enough, it's time to leave. See you again in the future. At this moment, Yi Feng looked at the five people and said something, then threw a magic ring to Chu Kuan, and then soared into the sky and flew quickly out of the Danma Palace. Young Master Yi. Wait for me. Then, the voice of Feitian Zhu also sounded from the side, and then turned into a white light and quickly chased Yi Feng. Gone? Just arrived at the palace gate for 2 days, and you've had enough fun? Looking at Yi Feng, who was leaving, Jiang Longshan, Duan Feng, Zhao Jiao, and others also showed a bit of confusion. They never thought that Yi Feng had had enough fun so quickly. Elder Chu Kuan. What's in the magic ring that young Master Yi threw to you just now? After recovering from his shock, Jiang Longshan looked at Chu Kuan with a curious look and asked. After hearing this, the three people on the side also looked at Chu Kuan. They also wanted to know what was in the magic ring. Nothing. There's nothing inside. Seeing that the four people were looking at him, Chu Kuan quickly put away the magic ring, and then responded with some uneasiness. Hey! Elder Chu Kuan. If you do this, it will be very difficult for us to do it. Seeing that Chu Kuan said nothing, Jiang Longshan sighed helplessly, and then signaled to Duan Feng, Zhao Jiao, and Sun Ku on the side. Fuck. Are you addicted to beating me? Let's fight one-on-one if you dare. Chu Kuan, who was carried away by four people again, also cursed angrily. Half an hour later. Palace Master. If nothing unexpected happens, the thing in that magic ring should be the hard work fee that Master Yi gave to Chu Kuan. After the fight, Duan Feng looked at Jiang Longshan and expressed his thoughts. I think so too. But it doesn't matter. Although we can't snatch the hard work fee from him, Master Yi still left a big gift for our Danma Palace. Seeing that the countless seedlings of the divine plants in the number 1 divine plant field were visibly mutating and growing rapidly, Jiang Longshan continued, although the seedlings of the divine plants in this number 1 divine plant field are all garbage, the cold marrow jade gold dew and Taiching life liquid used by Master Yi are not ordinary natural treasures. I'm afraid it won't take long before these garbage seedlings of divine plants will become extremely rare and expensive divine plants. Palace Master. I don't know if I should tell you something. Even if Elder Chu Kuan is the leader of Xianchao Peak, even if the countless seedlings of the divine plants in the number 1 divine plant field become rare and priceless divine plants, they are all under his control. That is to say, he took the hard work fee himself, and the gift that Master Yi gave to our Danma Palace must be controlled by him. At this time, Zhao Jiao on the side looked at Jiang Longshan and reminded him. Hearing this, Jiang Longshan was also stunned, and then looked at the three people and asked, how about we beat him up again? Too cruel. The palace master and those three bastards are really too cruel. However, as long as we can keep the hard work fee, what does it matter if we get beaten up? Chu Kuan, with a bruised face, walked out of the grove and muttered in a low voice. What's going on? Why are the palace master and those three bastards here again? Could it be that they didn't beat me enough just now, so they are going to beat me up again? Looking at the 4 people coming from a distance, Chukuan also revealed a bitter smile, and then he walked into the grove very tactfully. Young Master Yi, why did you throw the divine ring containing the hard work fee to Elder Chukuan in front of so many people just now? If you do this, won't Elder Chukuan be beaten by them again? After leaving the Donma Palace, Feitian Zhuzhu also asked, curiously. Feitian Zhuzhu, do you think there is a possibility that the divine ring contains not only his hard work fee, but also the hard work fees of the other 4 people? Hearing this, Yi Feng, who was sitting on the back of the flying pig, also explained with a smile. On the other side, in the Donma Palace, Shanchao Peak, in the grove. Stop fighting. Stop fighting. I surrender. Can't I share some of the things in the divine ring with you? At this time, Chukuan, who was beaten up for an hour again, finally couldn't stand it and chose to compromise.